You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Police are investigating an overnight shooting incident in the Heights section of Wilkes-Barre. Officers were called to the 100 block of North Grant Street shortly after midnight for a report of shots fired. Police found several bullet holes and shell casings around a home in the neighborhood. It's not clear if anyone was home at the time of the shooting. Meanwhile, police are reviewing surveillance footage of the area. A Schuylkill County man's facing charges for allegedly sexually assaulting a teenage girl. 20-year-old Michael Butler of Minersville was arrested on an unrelated case when police obtained a search warrant for his phone. On it, they found videos of him engaging in sexual acts with a 15-year-old girl. The victim told investigators that she had sex with Butler on 4 separate occasions, while they were both under the influence of a controlled substance. Butler was charged with statutory sexual assault, indecent assault, sexual abuse of children involving pornography, and indecent exposure. He's currently behind bars at Schuylkill County Prison. Police are encouraging anyone else that may have been victimized by Butler to call them at 570-544-6212. After a growing public interest, Luzerne County moved the public voting equipment demonstration to the county courthouse rotunda. Acting County Manager Ramil DeCrocomo decided that the original location of the demo was too small and insufficient for social distancing, after her and several county officials received a number of inquiries from interested attendees. The demo was added as part of the county's pre-election logic and accuracy inspection and testing process. Attendees can cast mock ballots and ask questions about the electronic ballot marking devices supplied by Dominion Voting Systems. The event will now be this Friday at 3 p.m. in the Courthouse Rotunda on North River Street in Wilkes-Barre. A Plains Township man's behind bars after his alleged attempts to fight police during a domestic dispute. Police responded to a report of a domestic dispute where Juan Raymond Delgado Rosario answered the door, hurling expletives at the officers before attempting to leave. He then began swinging after one officer attempted to handcuff him for his behavior, which included injuring an officer's thumb and punching another in the chest. He then spat on the windows from inside the police vehicle and was found to be in possession of a small jar of what he claimed was marijuana and rolling papers. According to the victim, Delgado Rosario punched a TV, struck them with various items he threw, and cut the family dog with a machete on its nose. He was charged with simple assault, possession of marijuana, resisting arrest, harassment, and cruelty to animals, locked up at Luzerne County Prison, and denied bail. A $2,000 cash reward is being offered to anyone with information regarding a hit and run that killed a 7-year-old boy. Gabriel Beerley of Huntington Township was killed while riding his bike along Bonnieville Road back on March 5th of this year. Witnesses identified a dark-colored pickup truck as the vehicle that struck the child, which was last seen fleeing east from the scene. Pennsylvania Crime Stoppers posted information regarding the case yesterday and advertised a $2,000 cash reward for anyone who could provide information leading to the driver's arrest. Anyone with information is asked to call PA Crime Stoppers toll-free at 1-800-4PA-TIPS or to contact PSP Shikshini Barracks at 570-542-4117. PennDOT officials faced tough questions last Friday as they went before state lawmakers to explain their plans for toll bridges. PennDOT proposed a public-private partnership with a contractor to replace 9 bridges around the Commonwealth and pay for them with tolls on drivers that use those bridges. While lawmakers and residents strongly oppose the tolls, PennDOT argues that they're authorized to under the state's public-private partnership law. Republican lawmakers proposed a bill that's currently in committee, which would stop the P3 program from implementing fees without legislative approval. However, PennDOT told the panel that the program is needed to address the bridges without taking away funds from other PennDOT projects. Flu season's upon us, and officials say the best way to protect yourself is by receiving your flu vaccine. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has more from the Department of Health.
Health officials are encouraging Pennsylvania residents to protect themselves from influenza by getting their flu shots this season. The shots and nasal spray are available to people 6 months and older. And though last year's flu season was mild, this year leaves a lot of unknowns.
Last year, we're in a really different position. We were doing all of the safety measures. We were socially distancing, washing our hands, masking, and really hard to know what to predict this year.
Dr. Johnson said it's important to get the flu shot before the flu season is in full force, in order to protect yourself and others from the virus as the COVID-19 pandemic continues.
Also want to remind people that this year we are going to have COVID-19 and flu both circulating. And so that these are different viruses. And so getting the flu vaccine doesn't protect you against COVID, and getting the COVID vaccine doesn't protect you against the flu.
Flu vaccines are offered at doctors' offices, pharmacies, and walk-in clinics.
It's important to act now before the flu season picks up so that you are protected. While the flu vaccine does not guarantee you will not get the flu, it helps your body build immunity to fight the flu. This helps reduce the severity of your illness, and most importantly, will help reduce the likelihood that you will need hospital-level care for your illness.
Healthcare workers have been working on the front lines during the pandemic and are now faced with an unpredictable flu season.
Community members, there's something you can do to help our healthcare workers. It's simple, safe, and effective. Get your flu vaccination. Stay home when you're sick, and wash your hands.
Resources on preventing the flu, as well as a list of flu vaccination locations, can be found on the Department of Health's website. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. And residents of Wilkes-Barre can get their flu shots during free drive-through vaccine clinics this month. The quadrivalent vaccine, which protects against 4 different flu viruses, will be offered to residents 6 months and older at various locations throughout the city. Contact the Wilkes-Barre City Health Department for dates and times by visiting wilkes-barre.city/flu vaccine clinics or call 570-208-4283. Coming up on WYLN News, Friday night fights under the lights for schedule changes for the Spartans, plus sports talk tonight. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's WYLN forecast is partly cloudy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
2020, it was certainly challenging, but now there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is certainly bright.
Enjoy our world-renowned water parks, classic resorts, breathtaking views, fabulous food, 2021 has arrived. We are back better than ever. Let's enjoy it. Find your enjoyment waiting at PoconoMountains.com.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Mohegan Sun Pocono has roughly 50 new job openings and wants you to work for them. The casino resort's looking to fill the following positions: Players Club reps, slot and surveillance techs, security officers, revenue audit and count room clerks, maintenance engineers, cage cashiers, and cooks, as well as housekeeping, concession, and environmental services attendants. New employees can also earn up to $600 from a sign-on bonus. You can visit Mohegan Sun's website to apply now, or attend any of the 2 upcoming hiring events on November 9th or 23rd. The Spartans won't be playing football under Friday night lights on home turf until further notice, thanks to the out-of-control behavior of some students on Friday nights. And the violence seen during last week's game against the Wolfpack proved to be the final straw for both Kingston Police and the district superintendent. Wyoming Valley West students ranging from 13 to 16 years old attacked one another in a riot-type brawl, resulting in an officer getting hit by a Valley West student. This Friday night's home game against the Berwick Bulldogs has since been rescheduled for Saturday at noon. But the schedule change doesn't just affect the Spartans. This weekend's Tunkhannock-Wilkes-Barre area game, set to be played at Valley West Stadium Saturday afternoon, is now a Friday night home game for the Tigers. Superintendent cited that moving games to Saturdays is not ideal, but must be done for the time being. Tonight, local sports fans, we've got episode 7 of Sports Talk coming your way. Tune in tonight at 7 for host Marty Burns' Game of the Week discussions with Hazleton area head coach Dennis Bookman. Tonight's episode features wide receiver and defensive back Matthew Casadas, and a sneak peek of what's to come Friday night when the Cougars make their way up to Scranton to face the Knights. You can catch the replays Thursday night at 6 and 8, Friday at 1:30 and 6, and both Saturday and Sunday at 12:30. So check back tonight at 7 for another episode of Sports Talk right here on WYLN TV. And our WYLN sports crew is gearing up to bring you game number 6 of the 2021 high school football season. We kick off with some live Golden Bear Hurricanes action this Friday, October 8th, when we travel to Mahanoy City for the Schuylkill-Haven-Mahanoy area matchup. Tune in for your Friday night fill of Marty Burns, Joe DeMelfi, and our WYLN sports crew, bringing you the event, not just the highlights. Sponsored by Lehigh Valley Health Network, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner. No plans Friday night? No problem. Got some? Well, cancel them. Instead, tune in for your weekly dose of Friday night football and all the live local action right here on WYLN TV. Coming up on Mountain Pond's News Choice, we learn more about the latest local breast biopsy tech on this Wellness Wednesday. Plus, leading the way, part 3. Stay with us.
Burger's Family Farm, roadside market located in Drums, is a growing family farm since 1889. If you're looking for good health, look no further than the Burger Family Farm. You'll find a variety of fresh-picked daily from the fields, seasonal vegetables and fruits, as well as fresh-cut flower arrangements. Pick fresh daily corn, peppers, tomatoes, potatoes, and so much more. Beginning in October, you can take a hayride through the pumpkin patch and pick your own pumpkin. Decorative gourds, haystacks, cornstalks, and Indian corn for your home. Burger's Family Market is home to preservers of the past, showcasing antique farm equipment, lifestyles of yesteryear, and more. Visit Burger Family Farm on Facebook for more information. Fresh from the Farm, brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network. In life, we have many kinds of partners. Shouldn't you have a partner when it comes to your health? Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns, host of Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football.
Join us every week as I'll be joined by head coach Dennis Bookman as we go over past Hazelton area opponents, we'll look ahead to a future opponent, and have a guest from the Cougar football program. That's all this season on Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazelton, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
It's high school football time. Watch WYLN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WYLN can. The Game of the Week on WYLN TV is sponsored by Lehigh Valley Health Network, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner. For the best in local sports, watch WYLN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
Welcome to Community U here on WYLN. I'm Julia Wiegand, and today is Wellness Wednesday, thanks to our friends over at Lehigh Valley Health Network. Today we are on location at the Health and Wellness Center's imaging department with Connie and Debbie, who are going to be explaining what this device to my right here does in terms of breast biopsies and mammograms. Now, Debbie, what is this thing?
Well, this is our brand new state-of-the-art Hologic 3D Dimensions mammography unit. It is a 3D unit. Everybody is very interested in having 3D mammograms these days because it does give more information in the same amount of imaging that we had done with two-dimensional. But this is brand new. It has an attachment to it where we can turn it into an upright stereotactic biopsy unit, so it gives us a lot of flexibility.
And now with this device, I mean, there's the big one here, but there's also a part 2 side to it. This entire section here is part of this device. So, Connie, tell us a little bit about that.
The device that is connected to the machine right here is called the Affirm. And what that does is that allows us to do 3-dimensional biopsies. And attached to the Affirm is a GPS, is what we call it. And that allows the physician to be able to pinpoint exactly in the breast where the suspicious calcification or mass is. Then we go over to our Brevary unit, which we're very excited about, because what this does is we have a sterile needle that is placed on a driver that is a non-sterile driver. We take this needle and we place it onto the Affirm right here. That goes down into here. That will be placed into the breast after the breast is, of course, numbed with lidocaine. And what this will do, it has some tubing attached to it, and the tubing is a vacuum assisted. The vacuum assisted will take the tissue out of the breast. It will come through here, and it will come into our filtering system. We can take 12 biopsy samples. We could actually do 24, 12 in here. And then as that does that, underneath here is a little x-ray unit. That x-ray unit will x-ray the tissue, and it'll appear on here. So we are able to know that, yes, we did get the samples that are needed.
Now, this state-of-the-art brand new technology, what are the benefits of something like this compared to past methods or other methods for breast biopsies and mammograms?
Here at the Wellness Center, we've had stereotactic capabilities, but the other table that we had was a prone table. So the patient would have to climb up on a rather high table, lie down flat on their stomach, and then they would have to lay there for about 40 minutes. Unfortunately, for women who have hip replacements, or if they have knee problems or just back problems in general, that can become very uncomfortable after a period of time. They can't move at all, so the neck gets stiff. But this is an upright unit, so you're actually sitting in a very comfortable chair, and the chair is just slid directly in front of the machine, and you're doing everything upright. So you don't have to worry about climbing onto the table, lying on your belly, and being uncomfortable. I mean, some women are okay to do that, but there are some that have a very difficult time with that. So this it's more user friendly to a lot more people.
Appointment-wise, coming in and needing a breast biopsy using this device, how does that all work?
When you come here to the Wellness Center for a mammogram, if you have any kind of an abnormal mammogram, Connie or I would make a phone call and get you scheduled to come back in for additional imaging. If at that additional imaging appointment, the radiologist feels that you have a suspicious area in the breast, Connie or I would then talk to you and get you set up either to see a surgeon of your choice or to go directly to biopsy, because our radiologists can do the biopsies here. So we would get you set up to have the biopsy done. If there's any other problems, then we can refer you to surgery or to another physician if needed. But for women who do not come here for their mammogram, they can still have a biopsy done here if it's recommended by their physician. All they have to do is call our navigation line, and we can get them set up as well.
And this method compared to past methods, I know you were saying that some women were uncomfortable with the laying down for a long time, pain-wise and effort-wise, and in terms of just the difficulty itself of just the scares of having a breast biopsy or a mammogram done, because there might be something there. Compared to past methods, how's this one been, and how do you believe that it'll continue?
Well, one of the really nice things about this system is that every time we retrieve a piece of breast tissue from the breast, this machine automatically injects a little more lidocaine into the area where the specimen was removed. So you're continually getting more numbing medication to help with the discomfort level. That's a big plus.
It sure sounds it. Now, I know you two alone have been here for years, so the experience is through the roof.
So Connie and I have both been here since the beginning. We opened the building in 2007, so we've been here ever since then. We've been doing biopsies here since approximately 2013. And if anybody is due for their mammogram or they need to get scheduled, just give us a call at 570-501-6660, and we can get you on the schedule and get you all taken care of.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies, for showing us what this machine is capable of and what it's all about. And thank you, everybody watching out there. The Health and Wellness Center has tons of experience, and they are here to help if you need a mammogram or if a breast biopsy needs to be done. This machine and Connie and Debbie will both be able to help. And remember, self-exams are key to help prevent cancer in the future. So thank you for joining us on this Wellness Wednesday in Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Jura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@wylntv.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Hazleton Mayor Jeff Gassat's leading the way again into part 3 of this week's series.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on Leading the Way. We are joined by Hazleton Mayor Jeff Gassat. So, what are some things about being mayor, some roles in being a mayor that many people don't know?
Well, I think the hardest thing to do is to actually learn every position. You know, in case somebody happens to leave, you need to make a decision. So, like leading into becoming the mayor, I went my first several months. You know, I went to fire school. I took code classes. I went to the UCC classes, and I went and I tried to learn every job as I can. I do have a background in accounting and finance, so I felt comfortable in those situations. But being in the position to make a decision, if you have to, if somebody leaves, fill in, working on the budget, the negotiating. That's one of the hardest things, is trying to make long-term decisions. In the contracts, you know, you're dealing 7 years down the line, what affects everybody now, what's going to affect them later. So making them decisions, and then also going through and researching and seeing what's in place now and how all the ordinances need to be changed, what affects the people now, how can we write an ordinance that is fair for everyone and will be in the long term. So a lot of little things like that. You know, people coming into the office and they don't have nowhere else to turn. You know, and listening to everybody's situation and crisis. You know, what they feel is a crisis, some people may not, but you try to help them and lead them in the right direction. And we also do a lot of weddings. I've done over 400 weddings in my office. So there's a lot of positives, a lot of negative things that you have to come on, and but you do just need to have the insight to do everything.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.